Hi guys, Chamion here from Food by Chamion. I hope all is well. I am getting ready to do a requested aloo pie demo. In front of you are seeing my flour, my potato that was already mashed, a seasoning blend, a blend of hot pepper, garlic, and onion. Okay, freshly done. And this is some cumin seeds or jeera seeds, as it is known here in Trinidad and Tobago. I'm getting ready to sweat. First, before I do the aloo, I always speak on if you have dough, I need some rising time. Do that first, and then you get to the other part of things. So it starts with me first. I always practice what I preach. So let me just get my yeast soap on. I am not doing proofing of the yeast for this. This is very simple. At times I put butter in it, and at other times I just don't. Okay? Make sure I get sugar down in there. It doesn't matter, I use brown sugar. That is 3 cups of flour, all-purpose flour. Forgive me, 3 cups of all-purpose flour, 1 packet or 1 tablespoon of active dry yeast, and 1 tablespoon of brown sugar I am using, okay? And a 1/4 teaspoon of salt. I am using fine sea salt. You just want to combine your stuff. You want to use tempered water. 110 is the ideal temperature for when you are working with yeast. I know persons will say, Chamion, I don't use it and I have perfect results. You want to do the correct thing. When you know better, as it is said, you do better, okay? I'm going to start by adding that much. I don't ever speak on liquids really unless I am like doing pastry work or something like that. Because what I might need, you might say something different. When I am speaking measurements, I'm speaking culinary set measurement always. Please make note of that. I want to say again that we all do things differently. Those of us that was born in Trinidad and Tobago and that have Trini roots, we live in a multicultural nation. And for those of you that, you know, grew up having aloo pie as a staple at your home, you would measure it. But keep in mind, when I am doing a YouTube demo, I am teaching in a not so formal setting, so I have to give technique and all of that for my viewing audience. They learn from me. So whereas you might say, well, I never even measured my aloo, that's on you, okay? I want to renew calls again on this demo for persons, my viewers, because of course you'll be watching my demo, to be mindful and respectful at all times. I am not going to put up with the disrespect ever. So here is where I want to leave it. Some doughs call for it to be very moist, others call for it to be, listen, it's not the first time I'm going to make pies, so I'm going to leave it just there without being arrogant, okay? You all know cooking is a passion, you all know I love what I do, and that's what it is. So I'm going to move on now to get in my, I always speak about using a new steam cap. Or some food safe wrap. I'm not calling brands, but I know when I say that, some food safe plastic wrap. I know when I say that, a particular brand comes to mind. I don't do sponsored content just yet on my channel. We're going to leave it right there. No, the dough isn't hard. Please don't leave me any comments speaking about hard doughs and so forth and so forth. I will block you immediately. So now I'm getting ready to get my cumin into my pan. Just average that. If you have the ground jeera, simply use that. Some persons don't like it altogether. They will skip that step. They just don't want it. They don't want the jeera. Some persons don't like the jeera. I am one of those that don't really like jeera in things other than if I'm making the meat itself jeera. I'm going to get in my blender seasoning now because we don't want to cook that potato. Remember, it's already cooked. We just want to sweat off. You all see me do this technique time and time again. Wow. Yes, under a minute I will say. Just let me get up that bit that fell. Yeah, the kitchen smells just lovely. If you don't have the time, because a lot of persons, regardless of which nation, of the earth they live in, they simply don't have the time to stand and peel potatoes and all of that. So if you don't have the time, you can use the instant unflavored potatoes, okay? Just prepare it with some water. You don't need milk when you are going to do aloo. Prepare it with some water and that's that. And some salt, and then you do your blender stuff just like I will do it here. Some persons will put pimento in it also as a seasoning pepper that's, you know, native to some Caribbean nations. Some persons will also put Chamion benny. There's a toss-up between Chamion benny and cilantro being the same. A lot of persons, we differ on opinions with that, and I'm going to stay clear of it. So I'm going to get that mixture straight into my bowl. If you have a pestle and a mortar, well, of course you can, or even a coffee grinder or a spice grinder, of course you can make your own cumin powder or jeera powder, okay? Instead of leaving it whole like that. We eat it whole because when I am doing authentic dal, I put this in it and we have it. I don't take it out. So of course we can have it like that. It's safe. Yeah? So you just want to leave this dough to relax for, I will say, until it's somewhat double in volume, and that's it. I want to speak on a device, but that's for when, of course, the dough is double in volume or size. I want to speak on a device that, you know, I was gifted to me from one of Food by Chamion administrators. Person lives internationally, and you know, it's the correct name for it is a dough press set. Comes in 3 sizes, makes life easier if you don't want to go the old school way of rolling it out. So this is one size. So we start in large, medium, and of course small. Okay, so it takes away, you put the dough on the center and you just close it in. It takes away for the need for the fork method that we will use traditionally. But I'm going to do fork method, of course, because I am certain that a lot of you don't even have that, the dough press set. Okay, so you want to keep watching as I bring it together for you all. So guys, this is where the dough reached to. See, it's springing back up, very soft and nice. Okay, so I'm getting ready to get it into its form. I'm going to show you guys step by step. The brand of yeast isn't important. I just happen to love, not like one particular brand. I'm just going to put my pastry mat down. Need to dust it a bit with a bit of flour. Yes, so it's already flour now. I'm going to be using my deep fryer to fry the pies. You don't need a deep fryer, okay? Just get a pot and make sure the oil is, it's enough oil for your pies to be fully submerged. That it isn't, you know, shallow pan, isn't tin material, because all of that's going to play a factor in how your pie, the general outcome, the final product, okay? Get it in equal parts. Some person won't even do this, they will just pinch the dough as they go. So Yeah, so you want the dough to be, you know, I'm just moving aside the ones I won't be using right now. You can still give it a knead and get things cleaned up nicely. Okay. I'm just wanna show you guys just two. I don't wanna bore you all, okay? So I've already rolled out the rest, and I'm just going to show you guys. Don't use too much of flour, but you want it to be done. You want to dust your space, okay? Traditionally in Trinidad and Tobago, they will serve this with a chutney or, you know, some kind of sweet sauce a lot of times, okay? I'm going to take a different approach. When I get to that, I'll tell you all what it is. Because sometimes it's good to be different and to try new things with food. We always have the foundation, like I always tell you all, and then we can put our own touch and spins on it, okay? It don't have to be smooth. Sometimes it's very, you know, don't go crazy over filling this up. And of course you can make fried pies also that is not aloo pie. They don't have any Indian flavors going. Okay? Just a bit more, a little bit more. There's a tool that I have. It's a pastry device. So if, for instance, you find it's a bit large, you can just trim it off. It's a wheel, pretty much like a pizza wheel. One side is frill. I use it on a couple demos already. One side is frill, one side is plain. Okay. So this fork method, a lot of persons are crazy about it, including myself, but it has its purpose. Okay. And it's ready to seal so you want to apply, you know, mild enough pressure to seal your dough together from opening while it's cooking, okay? The size pie you want is also on you. You can use a smaller ball for a smaller pie. I don't think you want to go bigger than that. Right, so I'm going to get it into the deep fryer. I'm just going to do a second one for you all to see, like I said. Using fresh oil. It's canola oil, but it's new oil. That's what I mean by fresh oil, okay? So I'm gonna put it down to cook, to fry. So that's the full submersion that you want in the event that you are using a regular pot. You want to use a very solid bottom pot, because if you use a tin pot, you're gonna end up in issues, okay? So I'm gonna show you guys that next one now. A lot of persons at time when they're doing the aloo pie, they'll do it more narrow in size. Don't say I didn't say all of that. Because a lot of times when you're a blogger, you know, it have persons that want to take you on. I don't understand how you can want to come to learn to do something, watch a demo, and you can try to take on the one that's teaching. If you knew how to do it, chances are you won't be looking at the said demo. So relax a bit. Just relax a bit. I don't think any student ever learn while talking unnecessarily during the teacher teaching. I don't think so. You have to listen. And no two persons does things the same way, okay? Just needed to say that. You don't somehow come and think you can make a blogger life a literal living hell by being mean to them or, you know, trolling them. It doesn't work. The show goes on whether you are mean or whatever. And a lot of times a blogger holds a lot of, there's a word here that I want to use, but you know, they can block you immediately. So chances are if you are being mean to a blogger, even if you create more profiles, they can still block you. I don't have to log into my YouTube account to see all, and that's why persons always say, I'm shocked you answer that quickly. I get all notifications on my phone. So I don't have to wait and sit by my laptop or my desktop or my tablet. I get it immediately as it comes in, so I answer in real time. Yeah? Just talking a bit on this demo, you know, because sometimes I think people kind of, you know, they forget the essence of everything, which is if I'm watching this demo of your own, chances I came here to learn. I don't know what this entails and I want to see what you do. Or how it is done. I want to take the time to say hello to my supporters. I love and appreciate you all. Those of you that now started supporting me, I take this time to welcome you, and I want you to know that you are more than a number and that you are appreciated and loved by me. Okay? I thank you all for your amazing support, all of it. Have a few new stuff coming pretty soon. Nobody is gonna be left out when I make those announcements. Because I have a lot of different platforms and social media where I, you know, Instagram and so forth and so forth. I'm gonna get to that as we are ready to conclude this demo like I always do. So guys, the aloo pie, it's finished frying. It's gorgeous, the color. It's just where I always want my color to be, even when I'm baking, but this was fried, of course. So it's beautiful beyond words. As you can see, that's not editing, that's the real texture of it, okay? Remember I spoke about how usually it's done with like a traditional sweet sauce. I did it different. I used a really ripe pineapple and I made somewhat of a salsa with some lemon or lime juice, some Chardon Benny, hot pepper, salt, and some red crushed chili flakes, okay? So it's gorgeous beyond words. So usually in Trinidad we cut it open, our fry pie. People have it with also the different meat pies, 2 fry pies that is, okay? So we will cut it open. I already have one done open in my hand here, like that. You see that beautiful aloo in there, and we'll get some, a little bit about a spoon in there. But once you are putting it in, you have to eat it or serve it immediately. Look at the gorgeousness that we have, guys. If you didn't know, I am telling you, Food by Chamion. We are all over social media. We have an Instagram account. We are on Facebook. We have a YouTube channel, of course. I have an email address for the business, which is www.foodbychamion.com. I have an email address if you want to speak with me privately. That email address is foodbychamion@gmail.com. Use all common letters. Guys, as always, the pleasure. It was my own. Until I meet you all, thanks for watching and bye.